Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to show you how to adjust a set of BC Racing coilovers in an R34 Skyline. So this is its current height it's seen at, but we're going to drop it nice and low. So start off, you're going to need these tools. You also want to grab a tape measure, which I didn't put here. So to begin with, you want to grab yourselves a wheel brace to crack the wheel nuts. So when the car is actually raised up in the air, it makes it a lot easier to undo. Now my car requires a special tool to actually put on the wheel nuts. So I'm going to grab my wheel brace and I'm going to crack the wheel nuts just enough so they're loose, but not all the way till I'm actually taking them off, because once the car's up in the air, we'll just do it then. Alright, moving around to the other side, we're going to repeat the process as we've already done, and we're going to loosen them off just enough, just so when it's up in the air it makes it a lot easier. Alright, it's time, let's get this thing up in the air. So as you can see, putting the jack underneath, so I've got it seen on top of the diff. You might have a better spot, some cars have an actual point to do it, but my car doesn't, and it's just easier for me like this. So we're going to bring it up just enough that the wheels are off the ground, just so when we actually get the wheel nuts off, we can slide the wheel off, and it just makes the process so much easier. Okay, now we're back on this side again. So we're going to go ahead and finish taking the wheel nuts off. Now the car's up in the air. Makes it a lot easier, and we'll slide the wheel straight off and we can get ready on adjusting the coilovers. Alright, now the wheel's off. Now we can actually see what we're working with. So we'll be actually adjusting those silver rings you can see there, and we'll be using these two tools. So we'll probably only need the smaller one for the bottom ring, and the big one's actually for the spring, which we won't be touching today. So as you can see, that ring right there is the one we want to loosen. Once it's undone enough, just enough, we can actually start twisting the barrel, which will allow the suspension to lower, meaning the car's going to sit nice and fat. So you guys just want to repeat the process I do in the video. Just keep an eye on things I do. As you can see, I'm just going to undo that ring with the first tool, which was the smaller one. And from there, I'll use my finger and I'll just slowly unwind it. And it's just to take the pressure off it so we can actually twist it to lower it. Alright, so I'll give you guys a close-up so you can see. So I've raised it roughly 2 to 3 centimeters at the moment. We will double check it with a tape measure, but for now, it's just the gap from here to here that you'll actually be lowering the car. So the bigger the gap, the lower the car will get. So you want to grab yourselves your tape measure and measure it exactly the same on both sides so the car will sit even. So here you go, there's the 2 to 3 centimeters I'll be lowering. Alright, so today we won't actually be adjusting the spring, we'll only be adjusting the actual coilover, and we will lower it to the point where the car is tucked but not overkill. Now we're going to want to twist the barrel. You can actually use the tool to lower it, but we're just going to twist it because it's easier that way. Now as you can see, you just want to turn it clockwise. I'll speed it up, make it a bit easier for you guys. It goes for a while. It's definitely a lot of threads, but eventually you'll get it. Alright, now that we've twisted the barrel all the way down, you can see the metal ring is touching at the bottom. So in a moment I'm going to grab the tool and we're going to actually tighten it just enough that it actually grabs. Don't have to overkill it. It's just got to have a good firm grip. Alright, time to get these wheels back on. Drop the car and see how it looks. So I'm just going to let it play for you, just so you can see me doing it. But it's just the same process of taking it off in reverse. Alright, she's going to look so good when it's down. But now we're just going to tighten up this wheel and go around and do the other side. Then we'll get it on the ground and see how good she looks. Alright, all tightened up. Let's repeat the process. Alright, a little shameless plug, but make sure you guys go follow the Instagram at _NOS034_, same as on TikTok, to see more of my content. Alright, time to repeat the process on this side. So it's all straightforward, same as last side, just wheel nuts off, take wheel off, and we'll go from there. Alright, wheels off. Now let's get underneath. So today, as I've stated, we won't be adjusting the spring. We're only going to adjust the height of the coilover. Alright, once that side's done, it's time to drop it. So grab the jack, slowly twist the handle, just drop it nice and slow, just so you don't damage anything, because it is going to be a big difference if you're dropping over an inch or two. Also, make sure you're watching out for your fenders, because if your tire or rim actually hits that fender, you could bend it, crack the paint, and last thing you need is that, especially on a fresh car like mine. Alright, let's check this bad baby out. And damn, look at that, that looks so good. Now, I think that is like scrub material, but hopefully she doesn't. Like, it's not even a hand's worth of gap. So, hey, I'm pretty happy with that. Alright guys, there she is. Finished. Looks awesome. So, if you want to see more content like this, make sure you leave us a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Alright, it started with dirt bikes, a fucking VR Commodore SS, a V, a VY, like just real crap cars.